Okay, well, Guten Morgen. Actually, it's a lie. I lied, but not intentionally, so it's not a sin. Good afternoon. It's 12:30. I stayed in bed as long as I could. It was like 11 o'clock. Thank you to Michelle, Chickens by the Lake. I totally took my inhaler, which I really don't like doing, but it worked 3 hours later. Yes, at midnight-ish, it started working, so. And it's doing pretty good now. You know, I have a couple of breathing problems here and there. Wow, it's really pouring out too. I am going to do this part of the vlog for Uma. Uma's home. Wow, look at this, huh? See that? Beautiful. And I am Lisa Fry, the Catholic Unschooler, but I am impersonating Mrs. Claus until I get better. I am staying in my bathroom, coughing my brains out because I still have pneumonia and asthma. When does this go away? I got my jingle bells on. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ting, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, let's go. All right, that was a lot better. Woo! Okay, well, while it's, I was gonna say snowing, raining, that song was for Kelly. Woo! All right. I am going, while I'm coughing my living brains out, I haven't brushed my teeth and I don't even want to say, because you know why? I got new toothbrushes, but I'm like, well, if I use my old one, is that gonna make it worse? Like, is there a germ in there that I already had, got rid of, and it's on there? I don't know. So I kind of want to wait. I can use mouthwash. All right. So I'm going to try not to cough. Today's voting day. And wouldn't you know, I am the voting queen. Especially in my home, we have to educate our children on how to do all that. But I am not going to compromise my health. I'm not. I know that those things are important, but so is living. Yes, all lives matter. All right, I'm going to go and make a zucchini lasagna, I guess. So you would use everything the same, but rather than use your lasagna noodles, oh, my stomach, that hurt. Okay, you're gonna use zucchini. I'm not gonna slice it long ways. No, because I find when you do that for zucchini, it's a little harder. So I'm going to do the circles like if it was an eggplant. So it's going to be a very confused lasagna eggplant meal. All right. Do I feel like doing this? Absolutely not. Oh no. My husband was so kind and he took the kids out to a Chinese buffet and Sarah's home with me. All right. She didn't want to go. And we got a Christmas movie on. Hear the bells? Listen. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ting, ting, tingling too. Yeah, because, you know, you ever watch the Waltons? See, she's coughing too. And, you know, you have like the little corner stores and they go like this. You know, the little gift shops. I just have to have that all year. Here are the babes. You know, you can actually make a chocolate cake out of this. I'm not sure if I actually made the video on the chocolate cake. It is the most moist chocolate flavored cake I've ever had. And when I sit there in the morning or when the kids want their vegetables, I'll say, or don't want their vegetables, I'll say, go and eat your vegetables. And I'm sitting there eating cake. So, lack of oxygen in the brain from not being able to breathe. However, yeah. So I'm sitting there eating vegetables when I'm eating my chocolate cake. And it's totally guilt-free. Amazing. Almond flour or coconut flour and healthy butter and coconut oil. Everything's wonderful. So I'm going to go wash my hands, cut these up. and I'll show you. Onward to my zucchini lasagna, eggplant, whatever you want to call it. Hey, we can call it our confused zucchini. What? You think of a name. It's like cut like eggplant. It tastes like lasagna. I'm not gonna fry it with breadcrumbs, even though I have the healthier ones, because I want to eat this too. I mean, I'm thinking about all this cheese. Oh, cheese is so good, and grains is so good, and I really, really want to eat them both all day long, and I can't. I really don't think it's good for you. It can't be. It can't be. I'm still coughing. Okay, anyway. Clean as you go. When I first got married, wow, I was a disaster. Don't mind the loud music or the TV in the background. We are loud. We are Italian and very hard of hearing. So, here's the deal. Okay. Oh yeah, so clean as you go, right? When I first got married, I was a mess. I made cookies for Christmas, and it was oh my gosh. You needed like a whole day to recover from all the cleaning I had to do. Anyway, so you might say to yourself, oh, I don't want to clean it right now. Just spend like 2 minutes washing up everything. Done, put it away, the next thing. Okay, we already did mayonnaise, relish, now we're on to, just like you were gonna make your lasagna. I love this ricotta cheese. This here, excuse me. Oh, my stomach. Okay. This here is so smooth. I used to use the regular market basket kind, your regular typical grocery store kind. Never again. This doesn't have modified food starch, which is really bad for you. And it's very, very creamy. Unbelievable. So I highly recommend Biazzo. I would imagine that's how you say it, because you say your I's like E's in Italian. Biazzo. And you got to say it with an accent. Then you get your mozzarella cheeses, your grated cheeses, hey, your basil, and your oregano, yeah. And I'll probably use 2 eggs maybe, huh? We're going to have to give it a try. Okay, so then we get a big bowl. Big bowl. And we're going to dump everything inside, okay? Are there measurements? No. This is called instinct cooking. Okay? So instinct, you go by your instinct. How you think you feel. Alright? Aight? Okay, so I'm gonna dump both of these. This is tough guy cooking today, okay? Alright. So we're gonna dump these 2 containers inside the big bowl. Big bowl. And I'm getting a phone call. Hey, it's from my mother. Hey, Ma. Yo, what's up? She goes, what's this? The ingredients are in the big bowl. What? All right, this says 2 cups. I'm dumping it in. Why? Because I can. It's a lot of cheese, but the more you put in here, the less you'll have to put everywhere else when you're layering it up. I am a very big, firm believer, as long as your recipe doesn't call for over mixing it. If you can mix it, then I suggest mixing it as you go for each ingredient to thoroughly get it right. You know who I love? I really love and really advise everyone to see Martha Stewart. She just rocks. She really does. All right. So now I'm going to do my grated cheese. This wasn't supposed to be a cooking show, but it's not. This is instinct cooking. Much different. All right, I'm gonna eyeball this. Oh, we can call it the eyeball cooking show. All right, I am just going to start dumping. Yes, dumping cooking show. All right, watch how I feel this. I'm gonna feel it. Okay, first I'm gonna say a prayer. Dear Nana, I love you. I ask you to please pray for me so that I know how to make this meal the way that yours always did. Amen. All right, I see that there's some parts in there that can be broken up. I'm taking my knife and just roughly ding, 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 like that. Voila. And now watch the feeling. You ready? Feelings, nothing more than feelings. Yeah. Me, I like a nice grated cheese, you know? And then I'm going to mix that too, huh? We mix. Mix, mix. Mix the grated cheese in the mozzarella too. Hey! Now, we got our eggs in there. Do I? Oh my gosh, I don't. They were hiding under the big bowl. So now, all right, this is up in the air cabinets cooking for a moment. Keep switching titles. All right, 1 and a 2. I'm going to put this in there like this, see? I crack. Oh, I only did it with one hand, you see? Very, very nice. And then I do again. I crack, I put in, and now I mix it up. Mix the egg inside. Oh, how I like to breathe. It would be such delight. Oh, okay. So now, we get that all nice inside there like this. You can mix the egg before you put it inside, or you can just do it as you go. It's all really how you like, see? I try very much to get you to feel very, very comfortable. I know that everything with the cooking is a science. However, I do believe part of that science is trust and love. The most ingredients that we need is love, right? You not only love your neighbor as yourself, you love your food, not lust. But you love to say, okay, that's all nice in there now. Now we take our oregano, see? Now we will make a nice spaghetti sauce too, but we like it to put this in here like this. Hold on. All right. Now again, the feeling. How much do we like? So I know I'm gonna put some in the sauce too. So I just cover a little bit like that, maybe a little over all of it, and then I mix. I mix some more. Take the oregano. Don't you dare come to my door and say you want more. Oh, you see, I just take knife. There's no big deal. You don't need all this fancy equipment, even though it would be really nice, but I don't have that. So it's okay. You do what you gotta do. Like my mother-in-law always said, she always say, God made fingers before utensils, yes. So now, I like it the way it looks. Everything's about how I like, how my family like it. Okay, you have to go in here. Okay. So now we use the basil. The oregano, oh my goodness, yes, you gotta grow it. I have it. I just took it out of the garden, you know? So now, basil. That oregano make it taste like a pizza. This here, oh, catnip. Oh my goodness. So I am going to pour a bunch in the cover. Everything's about the cover with me. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I put it in the cover. However much I think I want. I might not use all of it and I won't. There we go. And I put the rest in the jar. In the jar. Okay. So now I mix this too. I put some salt and a pepper. You could do parsley too. Okay. Mix some more oregano and the basil. We love it. Oh, we love it. Just give me some more. Okay. See, simple knife. That's all we use over here. Now we take some Himalayan salt and shake. You must feel the shake. My shaker doesn't work very good. I put it to clean. And then I put like this, see? Everything is about the cover. Okay, now the pepper time. Pepper is very, very nice, see? Okay, don't be shy. And now we mix. Okay, get that pepper in there very nicely. And now I put this aside for a little while. And then I can make it a spaghetti sauce. Okay, so now I put the olive oil in the pan. I grabbed a big forkful, mountainous, on my fork, plopped it in. We're gonna have to think of different languages other than tablespoons and teaspoons. Why not? Mountainous forkful. There we go. That explains it, right? Okay, so we're gonna not let this cook very long. While this is cooking for about a minute, we don't want to burn it. It'll give it a terrible taste. We just want the flavors to get married. Get married, do your job. And while I'm waiting, my 39-cent canned tomato paste. I'm gonna try 1, 2, 3, see what happens. Open it up. I highly suggest, along with my mess, don't mind it, Dad, don't get grossed out, but along with my mess, these can openers, the ones that make it so you open it and there's no rough edges, I highly recommend it. I use the other one for my children's childhood horror. Nightmare City, I always worried every time they open up a can. Now, this here is difficult to use for them, but if a few practices of like every little detail that you have to do to get it going is well worth it. I just realized I'm living my fantasy right now. Cooking spaghetti sauce, listening to symphony. It's raining out. I'm not drinking wine, but it's going in the spaghetti sauce. All right, there it is, there it is. That's what we're looking for. Now we're gonna put this in. All right, usually we use burgundy. This is called merlot. It's very, very, I think, stronger, much stronger than the other stuff. So far I only put half a can. We'll see what happens later. But I gotta get these other 2 cans in there. All right, I'm gonna do 2 cans of water. Now, of course, over time, when this is cooking, I'm going to need more liquid probably. So we'll taste it, see if it wants more water or wine. It will let me know. Today's voting day. Don't forget to get out there and vote. Now, I'm not going because I'm not compromising my health. Unfortunately, that's a terrible thing, like I was saying. But it is my sister's birthday. We're gonna call her and sing happy birthday. She's not gonna answer the phone, guaranteed. She never does. But it's always nice to let people know you're thinking of them. Usually I would have my children here singing. We always made a big to-do with the instruments. Oh, I also turned the heat down to low. Okay, low, maybe 2. Okay, ready, here we go. Can she hear that? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Catherine. All right, looks good, looks good. You know what's excellent in here is red pepper flakes. But if you have small children, you know, you gotta be careful. They don't like that. But I do think this is what also makes it Italian. Now listen, white wine works the best. But if you don't have it, anything will do. My father always used white wine, and it was like a box of sauce got delivered from Italy itself. It was amazing. My grandmother, my German grandmother, she used the red wine. And can I tell you, when I was little, it was amazing. I couldn't get enough of it. All right, I'm putting some parsley in there, however much you like, and then you mix it around. That was in the grated cheese. As a child, there was one thing I hated from certain people's spaghetti sauce, and that was rosemary. When it was all like in the sticks, I hated it. Hated, hated, hated. Was very disappointed when I got to it. So the kind that's all chopped up is great because you get that flavor, which is superb, but it's all, you can cut it up yourself. That's what we did. All right, I put the other half a can of wine. Now, when they say that you're going to cook all the wine out, I have information for everyone. If you think you're going to cook your spaghetti sauce for half an hour, and you think you're going to cook all the sauce out of it, or excuse me, all the wine out of it, all the alcohol, you are wrong. I was trying to open up my own eggplant parmesan business, and I studied it, looked up all the laws, and it takes hours, can I tell you, like many hours to cook that out. So you can use a lot of things to sweeten up your sauce, but I know for me, I love putting butter in my sauce. I don't know if that's traditional or not, but I love it. There's a cookbook out. I forget the name of it. I have it somewhere in my house. It's from an ex-mafia guy, okay, member. And when he was on the run, he talks about this in his cookbook, that he would stop at different hotels and make very quick sauces. And he always said, don't put sugar in your sauce. Use a carrot, which I've done many times. But I don't feel that good. So I'm going to just You could put a whole carrot and just let the juices from that, or cut it up real fine if you want the fiber of it. So I'm just putting a little bit of brown, healthier sugar in there. But the butter gives it a very nice sweet flavor too. And see how it's really thick? I want it thinner. Okay. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and then you know what else I do? I put the grated cheese in that too. I just love it. I just love it. Okay. So now we know it's in the cheese, it's in here. Add a little bit of salt. Even though there is salt in the grated cheese, I am sure. However, there's nothing like Himalayan salt. 80-something minerals. I always say 80-something because I don't know if it's 84. I'd have to study it again. Minerals, trace minerals in it, which is very, very helpful since we don't really get that much anymore, and the cover of this doesn't want to go on. Okay. So, a sprinkle. Now we're just feeling everything, right? Alright. Come and get it. Alright, so that's it. And now we're going to cut up all the zucchini. Alright, medication time. You know what I realized too? I have a violation in my home. I didn't make coffee this morning because I woke up late and things just had to get going. I'm putting you in the cabinet. Yes, it's medication time. Alright. So we only have, oh gosh, like 7 more. I don't know how many we have left, but it's probably 7. Alright, so what we always want to do is we want to ask God to please bless my body with this pill. Okay. And we want to have a little bit of yogurt because this is going to be the healthy probiotic, the good bacteria in your body. Because yogurt is alive. Okay? And as well, that's really thick. I used to see the best nutritionist in the world. I don't know how you say it, but that's the best yogurt, she said. Alright, those cabinets sound like my bones. Daily probiotic. Can you see that? No, huh? There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take one of those as well. To put all, because did you know that antibiotics kill good bacteria too? Alright, here we go. I gotta eat this quick because if you don't eat and you take antibiotics, alright, everything's cleaned up. Waiting for the next step. Alright, so we're gonna peel this baby. I have a green one and a yellow one. Now, I'm going to use a lot more than this, I'm sure. Because when I cook, I like to cook in massive bulk. I don't know if you are the kind of people, a family that likes to sit down every night and have dinner. Yes, that would be so awesome. But for me... Alright, there it is. Done. Look at all this beautifulness for the compost. This will go in the garden. Okay? Keep that. Alright, so now we're going to cut this into slices. Alright, I have 4 zucchini, both 2 green, 2 yellow, and I just put them in the big bowl just to get them out of the way so they're not in my space. And then we're going to mix this up. This looks like it's doing pretty good. Alright, now see how thick it is? I still want it thinner, so more water can go in. I'm just looking outside. It looks so pretty. All the leaves. Isn't that nice? Alright, so more water. Instinct cooking. Alright, I put 3 eggs in here because we have a big batch and I'm probably going to need more. And I put some cream in there. How much cream? Until I felt like I liked it. Instinct cooking. Alright, so did you know, see this oil here? Did you know that there is a difference in olive oil? So you hear extra virgin, you hear extra extra, you hear just olive oil. For the cooking, you want to use, see, saute and grilling. All right, so this is the one that you use when you're cooking. Otherwise, if you use the extra virgin olive oil, it'll disintegrate in no matter of a minute. It's really annoying. And I'm also going to use this to put holy water. And I asked my Nana to please pray for me that this comes out beautiful. All right, so we're waiting for that. What I'm going to do, now if you use the breadcrumbs, it's going to be way better tasting because grains rock. And but I don't want them because it's not healthy for me at all. My father's insulin level, he only uses 1/3 of his insulin now from not eating any grain. So you can get the same effect really if you just egg it instead of breading it too. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna cook up a storm. All right, and I also took a big sheet pan, cookie sheet, and I put the paper towels on it to soak up any grease there. Okay. All right, trans fats happen when oil reaches a certain temperature, so that's why it's probably not so great to do this. You don't have to use this much oil either. Typically, I do not, but I wanted to see what would happen. So now and again, I turn them over. Now don't forget, they're going to be cooking inside the oven as well. All right, while that's cooking, we can't forget that today is the day. I started last night, but nobody wanted any special favors. So whoever wants a special favor in my home or wherever I go in the world, I'm going to do it in the name of the very first subscriber, who is my daughter, Sarah Navina Slime. So we're still waiting. Really nice. So I put them over here. All right, you're gonna hear a lot of playing around upstairs, boy oh boy. That's all they do is sing and loudness. We're Italian. Okay, so oh yeah, so the extra virgin olive oil is really good if you're going to make, say, the mayonnaise. I tried to use the extra virgin olive oil in the mayonnaise. It was, that's not singing, by the way, that's just being weird. All right, so when I use the extra virgin olive oil, it was terrible. I highly recommend not using olive oil. I did not use the extra. Maybe that is better. Don't know. I like it in Italian cooking. I do not like it in dressings like that. Yuck. I will sprinkle it on my salad like that. Yeah, but there's something about it having in the mayonnaise. Oh my gosh, forget about it. Forget about it. Second batch, and it's 2:33. So we're going to see how long all of this takes. You know, I just thought of this now. I could take, but I'm not going to, just because I don't feel well. If you don't want to use the grains for your breadcrumb, even if it's healthy grain, the sprouted kind, what I do typically, and I just can't get into it right now because I don't feel like it with my lungs. Here's the deal. Take grated cheese, if you eat cheese. And what you're going to do is, you're going to take the grated cheese, you're going to take some flaxseed, all ground up now. Make sure it's not smoked or anything like that. It'll give it a terrible flavor. Just plain ground flaxseed. You're going to mix that together with your basil, your oregano, your garlic, all those there. And then you're going to use that as a coating for the breadcrumb. It is amazing. And I really, really should be doing that to this. But I just don't have it in me right now to do it. But that is the way to do it. It's amazing. All right, third batch. Wow, wow, and wow. I just took one. I'll do it again. I'll do it again for you. I took one of these and I'm dunking it in the sauce like that. You ready? The rosemary really pops out without the sticks. Amazing. So we don't want to overcook these in here because they're going to be in the oven too. And we don't want them all mushy. Alright? Alright? Boy, that's good. I'm going to get some more. Why? Because I can. You know, instead of using a spatula to pick these babies up, I say pick them up with a really large fork if you have one, or whatever kind of fork. Let all the oil drip, and then put it on here. It's very helpful. This is very exciting, getting to know everyone, isn't it? On YouTube, it's totally crazy. I'm so excited. It's so exciting. It really is. I'm so thrilled. And to talk to people that from other countries, other states, it's so amazing. Like, all of you guys existed. You all existed. And I didn't even know it. And you didn't know I existed, and now we do. It's just crazy good, right? All right, so we're getting the pans ready. I'm gonna use this big, huge one. All right? We're gonna put sauce on the bottom of that, but first I'm gonna put more water in the sauce. It could be thinned out a lot more. All right, so I'm taking my large fork. This is huge. And look how many I can get on there, and they don't fall off. Let it drain. And voila. Try not to let them stack too much. All right, this is like my 5th batch now. So, I don't know if you've ever checked out Uma. It's U-M-A, Uma's Home. You really should go and check her out because she's so, to me, she's very direct in what she has to say, and she has a really good sense of humor, and I think that's so important, right? She does. So it's nice to be serious but yet funny, you know, a little lighthearted there, and that's why I like her a lot. Yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, so I'm talking to her right now, addressing her, that we were talking about decorating for Christmas, you know. And over the years, I've, you know, went shopping and collected, not fine things at all, because who can afford that? But when I was little, it was so awesome because I lived in a 3-decker home. My grandparents were on the 1st floor. It was so awesome. I lived on the 2nd floor, my family, and then the 3rd floor were neighbors. And whenever I went to go visit our neighbors, her name was Karen, and she would open up the door during the Christmas season, and all her lights were off, except for the Christmas lights. And as a young girl, and to hear the Christmas music, and to see those lights aglow, oh man. So that's why I always I transformed my house like that, because I want that same effect for my children. Excuse me. And the other thing is, I have a bay window in the front, and I used to love personally, like if you watch the Christmas Story, you have to be careful. They take the Lord's name in vain there. And you know, it's very unsafe to be subjecting yourself to that. It's a mortal sin. So I quickly know where they are. I get rid of them and show my kids we don't listen to that. But in the movie, they show the kid looking in the window of the store. And it's so amazing because you know that feeling when you're little. So that's the kind of window I like to create for our children to always remember. And then when it's when they invite their friends over and they're all outside with all the lights, it's magical. It is. It's magical for me even now. So I can only imagine what it's doing for them.